Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the cage, Anthony Lopes.
Oh, look at this walkout right here.
Anthony Lopes with the headdress. We're a long way from Florida State, but this guy obviously knows how to put on a show. On the printout, it might say Jared Lopes, but his name is Anthony Lopes. This is our first look at him inside an Aries Fight Series ring, and
yeah, fighting out of Body Shot Combat in Lowell, North Carolina.
we've seen tonight fighters making their debut have really made a good first impression, recording a couple wins in a row now. And this is an intense walkout here.
Absolutely.
Lopes is in the cage, and we're going to bring out his opponent right now.
And now, help me welcome to the cage his opponent, Alex Dees.
Alex Babyface Dees, fighting out of Pride Wrestling in Cleveland, Tennessee, not too far from here. Coming at 0-2, trying to make that record look a little bit better against Anthony Lopes.
Yeah, I had a chance to have a little FaceTime and talk with Alex, and I think he's just been kind of a hard luck 0-2. You know, he had a very good fight against David Unama in Chattanooga, where he was really implementing his wrestling game plan great until he fell into kind of an unorthodox choke that saw him lose the fight by submission.
Yep.
You know, Alex Dees is a very highly accredited wrestler. He's in great shape. He will definitely look to take Lopes to the ground, and I think Lopes is going to look to shake off that takedown attempt and then piece him up. So, classic striker versus grappler kind of contest.
And a lot of respect for Alex. Too often you see someone come off a loss and take a year off or 6 months. Now, that was not very long ago that he had that fight.
Oh, not at all. It was a month and a half ago.
Yeah, exactly right. So props to him for getting right back in there and trying to improve that record.
Yeah, with Alex Dees, you know, hopefully his gym, you know, they can start helping him mix in his wrestling with his striking, with his ground and pound, and he can put together a full MMA game.
Yeah, he's been cross-training with the guys over at Black Eye Muay Thai, and we're going to see how he implements it right now. Jeff Hobbs with the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next battle of the evening is sponsored by Smoky Mountain CBD. Where you at, Smoky Mountain? It is in the featherweight division, contested under the rules of amateur MMA, and is scheduled for three-minute rounds. Your first fighter, fighting out of the Allure Properties blue corner. He weighed in at 145.8 pounds. He has a record of 1 win with no losses. He's representing Body Shot Combat out of Lowell, North Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Anthony Lopes. And his opponent, fighting out of the Knoxville Mortgage Brokers red corner. He weighed in at 142.8 pounds. He has a record of 0 wins and just 2 losses. He's representing Pride Wrestling out of Cleveland, Tennessee. This is Alex Babyface Dees.
All right, Dees versus Lopes. This will be our 7th contest of the night. 2nd MMA bout of the evening. You expect it to be kind of a classic striker versus grappler situation here.
He's looking for that inside leg kick early.
Yeah.
I think Dees desperately just wants to get a W on his record. You know, he's somebody who's trained wrestling for a long time in his life, and he hates having this 0-2 record.
Anthony coming in pretty heavy with those.
Yeah, I don't think Anthony Lopes has any interest in seeing that happen, though.
Oh man, that was a huge knee. That was a big knee. I don't know if the audience saw that.
I did. It was right in front of us.
Right in front of us.
It was vicious.
Wow.
It was vicious.
Whoa! That thing dug in. It dug into the body.
Yep, and I think he's still trying to catch his wind from that one. Might have a broken rib there.
Cutman Mark Law is tending to the fighter.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a rib injury. catching his breath. Here it is.
Here's the fight ending sequence. Yep, Houston, take us through it.
He spins him around right here, and I think this is where he kind of makes a little bit of a clinch and lets him run into him, and grabs, and right here, boop,
Ooh.
and that was it.
A little bit obstructed by the fighter's body there, but good sportsmanship being shown by Lopes.
Yep.
That's an impressive victory. That's
Absolutely.
a very impressive victory. You know, to get a finish just like that with a knee. Amateur fight, you get your first win on your record.
Yep.
In a finish like that.
Yeah, and you establish yourself as somebody that needs to be watched here at the Joe. You know, you start racking up finishes. He came out with kind of a theatrical entrance, and I think we're going to see him revisit the headdress once again. Definitely somebody to get to know and keep an eye on there, Anthony Lopes. First round knockout in our 7th bout of the evening, the second mixed martial arts contest. And Alex Dees is still taking a minute to gather himself here.
I think that shot went right on the floating rib there and might have caused him some damage.
Well, it's academic at this point, and Jeff Hobbs is going to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee stops us about at 32 seconds of the first round. Your winner by body shot TKO. Out of the blue corner, Anthony Lopes.
Big win for the team over at Body Shot. Stacking up the W's for those guys.
Yeah. Well, a great introduction to the Cotton Eye Joe fans here for Anthony Lopes. A vicious striker who notches himself a first-round knockout in his Aries Fight Series debut. All those fight fans who have watched us here for a little while, you might recognize this next.
Before we're drawn for that Twisted Tea cooler, get your names in that cooler now.
This next personality we're about to feature, you know him, you love him, and I think Jeff Hobbs is about to intro him right now.